What is happening? UFC 321 this weekend, and I'm going to give you some rapid fire picks. We'll go to the main event. Now we're going to break down the main event a little bit. I wanted to go a bit more detail. We'll do a bit of footage. I don't have as much time as I usually do to do these picks, so that's why I can only stick to the video footage on the main. But let's get into it. We're going to get into the main event. Who we got first? Gane first. We'll do Gane first. So my little quick thing that I'll talk about, like I like to give you a little rundown first, and then it gives us something to look at while we're watching the tape. Gane, very safe striker. When I say safe, he doesn't overcommit. He doesn't fully commit with big shots all the time. He picks his shots very well. He waits for the right timing, the right time to fire. Sometimes I feel like he can be more aggressive because he is that good of a striker, but he tends to, even his kicks, a lot of them are just touching, just setting up, directing people where he wants them, cutting them off, sort of just breaking the rhythm to set up other things afterwards, or, just constantly playing them little games. Even though he can be such a superior striker than some of these guys, he still does it. Now, how does that work against Tom Aspinall? You doing this like sort of a half-committed shots and pitter-patter. Does Tom Aspinall just blast through him? He's one of the most explosive guys. Like, he's the fastest heavyweight I've ever seen. No one moves like him. He literally just blasts straight in, and I don't think anyone can stop it. You can maybe catch him coming in. If you don't, you're getting bulldozed. That's literally how it is. Tom Aspinall's that good. He's that explosive, and he's clever enough. He doesn't just straight away blitz in. He does try and give you a good, and then sort of catch you, break the rhythm of when he goes in that sort of footwork, and he does a sort of bounce around and then just goes, so he can sort of break that rhythm. Gane is good enough to maybe try and get a read on that, but is he too safe to just try and counter? And we know Tom Aspinall's a great wrestler. Does he just, when he blasts, could he be blasting the big double leg? Could he be blasting strikes? Gane's going to be worried about the takedown as well. So can he just look for a counter when he thinks he's just going to get bulldozed like he did with John Jones? John Jones grab a hold of him, get him down and submit him. Because Tom Aspinall could definitely do that. Does that freeze him enough to make it that little bit more safe for Tom Aspinall to just blitz straight in and just put it on him straight away, even with punches or takedown? Tom Aspinall, he's that good, and he's a heavyweight that can do it. So let's get into it. That's something to look for, and I'll show you what I mean with Gane, with his movement. He's obviously going to show some of these highlights. We're going through the highlights, but you'll still see some of his movement before that. So keep an eye on that when we're looking.
Any specific fights you got in mind, or just?
Derek Lewis would be a good one. See, Derek Lewis isn't. So even there, if you go back, he's going to play safe. Even really commits there. Why? He knows Derek Lewis just got up out of position. He can't fire a big bomb. These are the times that Gane is going to really commit. So can you go back again? Because it's showing a lot of his little tipper-tapper stuff. All right, so all this sort of stuff. This is stuff I'm talking about. Safe. Doesn't care about him being big and hard. He just making sure he's out of range. When he feels like he's in danger, grabbing a hold. Very safe fighter. Very safe fighter. Yeah, he'll go there. Sometimes a good timing on that as well. Again, he's like pitter-pattering. When I say pitter-patter, just sort of half-committed shots. Then he'll like find the right time and then really blitz in when he feels like he's got him out of position. Or maybe, so he's got good timing of that jab. I think it's purely because he knows Derek Lewis isn't in a position to fire. He's flat on his feet. He's upright. The only punches he can throw are these like sort of weird, short, no loaded sort of shots. And he's banking on his timing, splitting that time. And when he's going there, bouncing and then just spearing one through, not telegraphing at all. He's banking on that. He must obviously getting a read on him and firing. So he's a great striker. Very, very good striker. Look, he knows he's safe with these kicks. I can just turn him in. He's actually, this is a bit more aggressive than I thought, but it makes sense because Derek Lewis doesn't do much till he goes. So there is a lot of opportunities to capitalize as long as you know you're timing everything right. He's landing them leg kicks, obviously. Again, very, very calculated. Chooses the right times to really commit. If he feels like he's going in and they're ready to bomb, he'll just clinch up. Again, very safe. Good fight IQ when it comes to striking. Can he handle the fight IQ when it comes to grappling and wrestling? I don't know. He's got some wrestling takedowns himself. He's actually not bad offensively. Defensively, in that world of grappling wrestling, not so much. Doesn't have that same fight IQ. And Tom Aspinall, he doesn't want to try and wrestle Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall's probably got the best wrestling and grappling in the heavyweight division. So, is this where he's going to take it? We'll watch a little bit more. Look at that. Look, again, for a heavyweight, usually you're seeing him just bomb. He's happy to just bang, 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 kick, frame, push him away, push him out of position. I like how he pushed him there. Through a knee. Rather than just standing back, he puts a frame on him and shoves him. Why did he do that? Shove him out of position. So if he wants to counter, now he's got him off balance from very safe. I like to do things like that. If I get on even if I'm defending a takedown, as I'm getting up, just shove him off balance. Shove him in a position where they can't reshoot or can't fire because they're off balance. Again, very, very good fight IQ, knows what he's doing. I don't think I need to show much more. A lot of this is just bang, 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 finding shots and then just committing. I don't think we need to show too much more. He fights like this pretty much every single time. When he gets you hurt and knows he's going to go for the finish, all right, and then he can commit. Now, let's go to Tom Aspinall. So, again, when you're Peter batting, again, that was highlights. You've seen him do a little bit more there. Before that, usually there's a lot of other smaller kicks and fakes and like little level changes and things like that. Not level changes, fakes and like sort of, just little feints and half-committed shots and things like that. So you see a lot more of that earlier on. So this is Tom Aspinall. Even though these are earlier fights, it just shows you his explosiveness. But let's go here. Versing a guy like Pavlovich, obviously a powerful puncher. You would have known that he had to be sort of cautious. The only one thing that I will say is you see it a little bit here, where sometimes when he goes, he sometimes can be a little upright, like when he's choosing and pulling, like but again he moves like a lightweight, so he backs himself to pull himself out of punches. Sometimes you see some get close, but he's good enough. He's good enough to sort of pull himself out, like he moves like a lightweight, moves like a smaller guy. So he probably he's probably that confident in seeing these guys punches, so he doesn't mind being in a position where he can just fire and just pull just out of range so he can just fire straight back. So you see him do it a fair bit here. He does it in all his fights. You'll see him boom, boom, pull back and then just fire and just blitz him straight away. But I like these. These are the blitzes that I'm talking about. We'll see more. He'll be out there bouncing around and then just blitz like that. Has such a good bridge, blitz, whatever you want to call it. So good at it, so explosive. You don't usually see heavyweights move like that. And he'll sort of even bounce around, move around and all that, and it looks the same. And then he just goes, and it goes like off beat, off rhythm. It's hard to go. You're sort of going at that same beat, ready, and then all of a sudden you're in them same beats as him, and then he sort of splits that timing and just throws you off. And he can crack. And you're only seeing striking here.
Maybe.
All right, let's get a bit of wrestling with Craig. How much does that show of them actually grappling? I don't know. But here's him. Obviously, Craig. You can see Craig. You can see how much bigger he is than Craig. Much bigger. But I even got told, like when they were grappling, and obviously you got Tom Aspinall, I was going to give him big problems, right? Because he's just so big. But I mean, I've seen Craig Jones even with big people and still can just do whatever, not do whatever he wants with them, but can still submit him almost at will because Craig is that good. I don't think that was the case with Tom. I think Tom was obviously big in that as well. I don't know. It's in room, so I'm not going to give too much away. But it wasn't like. Obviously, it can't be, right? It's not like Craig Jones just almost toying with me, you know what I mean? Like me being half his size. But it just shows you how good it is. And even Craig said he's a great grappler, great wrestler as well, and we've seen that. So he can go. Then we've seen what happened with Gane in his fight with John. Obviously, John Jones is a great wrestler, great grappler. He's obviously very high fight IQ. But when it comes to grappling, Tom Aspinall's going to give him just as much problems, if not more. So you're going to see it. Yeah, there's just was this the fight that I seen maybe? I don't know. But just strong. Yeah, easy arm, bang. Just tap you like that. So again, and I've watched enough. What I like about Tom Aspinall and his team, trains with his dad and that as well. They go through everything. You know what I mean? They're the type of guys that will. I remember remember this after my fight with Ortega, and then I ended up talking about. Obviously, I was in that deep guillotine, and I talked about being in so much late stage submissions. Like I would let people just get me in the later stage submission, then get myself out of it. Just to get that resilience and be durable and be good at just finding that space. And I remember Tom would end up tagging me in something, and I remember he was doing a lot of that. So like he's always learning, trying to put him in a bad position. A lot of people aren't even going to get him in a position where they can submit him. So what do? Put yourself in a deep submission and get yourself out. Why prevent these things from happening just in case you get there one time? You know what I mean? That's the thing I see a lot with people in their training. They want to look good in the gym. So they'll bring in a grappler. Say they bring in a grappler because they're fighting a grappler. They'll bring in the grappler. They'll spar with them, and then they'll just spend the whole time keeping at range, not even letting them get in. It's like you could do that with anyone. Like, you get what I mean? Like, so like in that won't even train the specifics with, like I've seen this, it won't even train the specifics with the actual grappler. No, let him get you in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like for me, I remember having, Craig Jones. We're fighting Yair Rodriguez. I might have talked to you about this before. Yair Rodriguez likes his guard. Or even someone like Lopez. They like their guard. They're dangerous. They throw submissions. I wanted to get better in them positions. So, could I have just, when I got there, just pulled myself out and ran away so he can't submit me? Because Craig Jones is going to submit me from there. Yeah, but I want to be better in that position. So I'm going to put myself in Craig Jones' submissions and just try and be better at manipulating his positions, taking away his techniques and his mechanics, make it harder for him. If I can prevent one or two submissions, beautiful. If he submits me, good, all right. Or can I survive that little bit longer? Can I be put in a deep one and then still get myself out? I won't know this unless I put myself there. If I'm sitting there running away from the actual problem, how am I going to get better at the problem? A lot of people do this, and I see it all the time. Tom Aspinall's not one of them. He's going to put himself in there. I'm just guaranteed he's got guys striking and trying to get them to look the same as Gane. He'll say if he wants to shoot, he'll like, all right, I'm going to just focus on this. You know what I mean? Even though I can, I've got a training partner that I could easily just do whatever I want with him. Nah, I need to focus on this. This is going to be my goal. I get more tired every time I shoot. I don't care. That's what needs to be done this camp. That's what I'm going to do. Some people avoid that uncomfortable situations, whether it's being a problem where someone might submit you or they're worried about getting tired, worried about getting their gas tank. No, we need to take it on. Run into that fire. You know what I mean? Take it on and put yourself right in it. That's the only way you're going to get better at being in it. You know what I mean? If you avoid being in it, when you are in it, I don't know, that's the term I'm using now, you're going to be fucked. All right? Beep. You're going to be done. I see it all the time. People can't handle it. People are like, oh yeah, like how do you do this? It's like, man, I've just done hours and hours of terrible positions. So my training is a lot more uncomfortable than the fight usually. The fight might get me there. So I need to be ready for that. More than half the time. 10% of the time the fights will get me anywhere near what I put myself in training. But you want to be resilient, you want to be durable, that's what you need to do. So, and Tom Aspinall's one of them, so that's what I respect about him. He's a good dude, great human being, great fighter, work ethic's there, and he's obviously just incredible. So, got nothing but good things to say about Tom Aspinall. And I think this is going to be a pretty comfortable win for Tom. Again, Gane, very good on the feet. Can he capitalize on certain things? Again, with Tom, being that little bit sort of upright here and there, even though he's so good at doing it, can he capitalize on things like that? Maybe. But him trying to capitalize it, does he just run into bigger shots because Tom Aspinall's good, great with the counters. He's good at, like, when he's there, you find he's good at dipping the head and running you straight. You know what I mean? He's been there. He knows what he's doing. They're still calculated. So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like the look of that. But yeah, he knows he's doing it. And he knows he's out of range. He knows at a safe range. And if you do a good job of getting yourself there, he knows how to get himself out of that trouble. But he knows he can be most effective there. So that's what he's banking on. And I think he just blitzes straight through Gane, to be quite honest, whether it's a takedown or even with the strikes. You trying to play safe on the outside, he might just run straight in. Unless you catch him, if you're trying to get yourself out of the way, he's bulldozering you. You need to try and catch him coming in. I just can't see that happening. So that's going to be a win for Tom Aspinall. I think he's a heavy favourite. Yep, Tom Aspinall, $1.22. Gane, $4, over $4. And that's fair. Tom's that good. And, again, submission. What's a submission paying?
$3.60.
And what about knockout? Oh, $1.98, that's it? Damn. Okay, your best value is probably submission. I can see it going down, but does he ground and pound when he's there? Now, Tom, I'm trying to give you a pick. Obviously, Tom's going to win. I'm very confident in that. There's no value in it. So let's do a multi. I said the same thing about Uma. Let's go Uma decision. Tom Aspinall finish. Earlier rounds, if you could throw that in there. Earlier rounds. Could even be first round, to be honest. If it's getting that much more money, you probably, if it's getting a fair bit more money, do that. Or if you want to throw a bigger multi and you want to chuck in some of the other fights that you're confident in, maybe you get a little bit better value when you put them all together like that. So that's the only way you're going to do it. And I think they're very safe. That multi together, you might get a better. You're probably better off just doing them two bets together. Uma decision. Tom Aspinall finish. Rakic and Azamat. So, how much do I know about these guys? I know there's a bit of hype around Azamat. 15-0, incredible record, on a bit of a tear. There seems to be a bit of love around the bloke as well. So he must have exciting sort of style, right, that people appreciate. Rakic obviously been there, done it. So this one, you know what? I'm going to go with the hype. I'm going to go with the hype train. Do we know the favourites on this? Even. What do we got?
197 and 187.
Oh, even odds here. Okay, all right. Again, there you go. You've got like a guy who's obviously on a tear at the moment. 15-0, impressive. Doing well. But then you've got Rakic. Like experiences for all the big fights. Handle a bit of that pressure on the big stage. Not saying Azamat can't, but I mean, we know that, right? We've seen him do even okay with guys like Yuri Prohaska and stuff like that. Rakic he knows what he's doing. Solid dude. He's fought the best guys. So, who am I going with this one? This is meant to be rapid fire. Let me go. Quick. I'm going to go with the hype. I'm going to go with Azamat on this one. So, it's going to be a tricky one. All right, moving on. Volkov and Almeida. You got Gane fighting in the main event. Obviously coming off a win. But before that, he fought Volkov. And that was controversial. I'll be honest. I thought Volkov won. I was very, very surprised with that decision, to be quite honest. I know people hear it all the time, robbery, you know what I mean, like every close fight. I thought it was pretty clear, but I've got to watch that one back. But Volkov, seasoned, done it all. Again, Almeida, no joke. Obviously a massive favourite. On a tear, looking good. Tricky one, man. I want to go on underdog here. Volkov, I feel like he's a seasoned veteran. I think he can keep himself out of danger. You need to be elite to really put him in trouble. Is Almeida there? Probably. He is great. He's a good fighter. Oh, it's going to be hard to go against a favourite on this one. He's not loving underdog. It's got to be quick fire. I'm going to go with the underdog or Volkov on this one. That's a tricky one. But I will go with the underdog on this one. $2.76 we've got here on Sportsbet. Almost $3. I'm going to go with Volkov. I think he's someone who can pull it off. You know what I mean? 3-round fight. Survive with his very, very long range and whatnot. Volkov. All right, next one. Now, it's going to be a good fight. Uma and Mario Batista.
$5.
Yeah. I mean, I say good fight. Umar's good. Umar's that good. The only person that can beat him, I believe, is Merab. Only Merab could do that to Umar. Umar's always going to be a tough fight for Merab as well. Like, that's how good Umar is. I mean, yeah, he's $1.17, and I can't pick against him. He's going to be very good wrestling. Submissions you don't have to worry about. His gas tank's going to hold up. Obviously, he got a little bit tired with Marab, but that's freaking Marab. And was still able to at least survive. You heard, supposed to be had a broken hand or something. Doesn't matter. I think that's how that fight was going to go anyway. Mario, again, $5, over $5 for a win. Can he do it? It's MMA. Anyone can do it, but solid guy. I'm gonna go with the favourite in this one. I know there's no value at all. I wouldn't bet on it. I'm just saying that it's pretty hard to just pick against Umar. Umar's that good. It's a 3-round fight. Can you do enough damage to win the decision, Mario? No, I can't see it. So I'm gonna go Umar. Pretty easy pick, that one. That'll be the safest pick on the whole card, I think. And you've got Tom Aspinall fighting. So that shows you how good Umar is. So I'm going to go with Umar. All right, moving on. The co-main event, right? All right, Werner and Mackenzie Dern. Up against one of the best grapplers in the world. Obviously, Mackenzie Dern been in the game a while now as well. She is favourite. Mackenzie Dern a favourite. All right. Value. I'm going to go with Mackenzie Dern anyway. I think Mackenzie Dern, when it goes to the grappling, going to win them grappling exchanges, going to look good on the ground. Dern was good too, but maybe because Mackenzie Dern's grappling, right? World champion, she's that good at grappling. And her striking's good. Her striking's not bad at all, Mackenzie Dern. I'm going to go Mackenzie Dern for the co-main here. It is a tricky one. Again, Verma's good. I rate her, but I'm going to go with the favourite on this one again. How many favourites? I've got a few favourites on this. I love another dog, but I will go with, again, on the favourite, Mackenzie Dern. On here at Sportsbet, we've got her paying $1.59. Yeah, I'm going to still go with the pick. Remember, these are my picks. If there's no value there for you, don't do it. Remember to gamble responsibly. I'm not telling you to gamble. So gamble responsibly. But if you are going to, look for value. If it's not worth going for the favourite, why bother? Unless you got them in a multi. So, yeah. But again, gamble responsibly. There's my picks. Just a quick one I went through. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you know more about. Again, this was a quick one. I didn't get to break down so much. So you might have something to say. Talk to me. Yeah, the people in the comments that are watching this, or the people that are watching this might want to go in the comments, because I'm telling them, sometimes I see some pretty crafty things. Oh, actually, in the last one, I seen? There was a comment on my last one, and I completely forgot about it. And I was talking about Pereira and Ankalaev fight. And I'm saying, how is he going to be effective and maybe change his stance and all that? You know what I mean? He does so much better work. And there's someone in the comments, I don't know if it was on my Instagram or on here, I've completely forgot about it. Talks about Jan smashing the inside leg of Ankalaev. And I'm like, I completely forgot about that. I'm going, that's 100% something Pereira should do. I literally thought that as soon as I said that, I was like, that's great. And this was after I already did the picks. So I remember talking to people while we were watching. And I end up bringing it up. A guy in the comments reminded me about this. I'm like, that's exactly what he should do, because he can smash the inside, give him problems, maybe change his stances. And be more aggressive, and and just stuff like that. And that's exactly what he did. Smashed him, changed his stance straight away. Pa. It was like, as soon as he told me, it was just like a light bulb. I'm like, I can't believe I forgot about that. And it was, see? Get in the comments, chat to each other. I'm going to be looking. I'll give you the shout outs when you do that as well, because sometimes you just come up with good stuff, and I appreciate you. Because again, I don't have all the time in the world to watch every single fight, or I'm not going to remember everything. So you guys can throw something in there. I'll be like, nice. I might comment on that. People can go through, see it, and be like, all right, I might change my pick because of that. You get what I mean? Let's work together on this. We're a team. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's it. We're done. Good luck with it. Let's go. See you next time.